Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Anglo and here we are with the Cold War Iron Curtain mod as China. And now that we're tuning back in, we're starting off with quite an interesting topic. Landlord classicide. Both Kang Sheng and Ren Bishi, one of the key members of the intelligence apparatus of China and the 5th Red Army commander, respectively, affirmed that a violent campaign against the landlords in China was inevitable, as 30 million landlords and the rich peasants would have to be destroyed. Today, the helmsman has declared that every peasant must take the fight to their landlords and kill them with their bare hands. Mao has expressed a desire to not correct excesses prematurely and has adopted a live and let live policy to the violence that is currently occurring throughout all of China. The CPC has not endorsed nor sanctioned the physical violence of the peasants against the landlords who are being hanged, buried alive, dismembered and shot. In the streets they mutter, "Do di zu," or "fight the landlord." It appears that the chairman Mao is building support for the party with all means necessary. Indeed they are, and who would have thought killing your landlord was a thing? I mean, it said it hated landlords. It didn't specify all. Not all landlords are bad. Good grief, let's calm down a little bit, shall we, Mao? Oh dear. And also, guys, don't forget to, of course, click that like button and subscribe if you do enjoy today's video. I do upload every single day, and this is being uploaded, I think, 2 or 3 times a week. So if you are enjoying the Cold War series, again, be sure to subscribe. Who would have thought that decapitating landlords and implementing a new currency was enough to call a country stable? Somehow, ever since doing that, our political power has gone positive, and we're nearly gaining 1 PP a day. I'm not entirely sure how that one works, but the Zhongguo Gongchangdang is surprisingly stable right now with this regime. Again, I'm not entirely sure how this one's working, but it's happening apparently. Again, makes no sense to me, but hey ho, if it works, it works. And it seems that there's news that warms the world up once more. The Soviet RDS-1 nuclear test. The Soviet Union successfully tested its first nuclear weapon in the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic. The 22 kiloton yield device was designed by the Kurchatov Institute and armed with plutonium produced at Chelyabinsk 40 nuclear facility. The bomb itself resembles the American Fat Man bomb dropped on Nagasaki. The Soviets designated the test as RDS-1. The success is viewed as the culmination of the intense Soviet research and development to counter the monopoly on nuclear weapons enjoyed by the United States. The Kremlin warmly congratulated the scientists and officials who made this great achievement. The American government discovered the test after an Air Force weather reconnaissance aircraft collected samples confirming a nuclear detonation. As news spreads, Western intelligence services will be baffled, as they did not expect the Soviets to achieve a nuclear detonation for a number of years. One step closer to midnight. So, I was just clicking random buttons, and I just found this. If I press G, this pops up. I don't remember how to get this to pop up naturally, but looking at this, although it's fantastic, and I can actually have a proper look and breakdown of the economy, which is fantastic, because what we want to do is to become the top, well, basically the wealthiest nation in the world. It looks a lot like Victoria too. I don't know if it's just me. Oh, African decolonization. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but this looks a lot like Victoria too. I find that very, very fascinating. I do find that brilliant. We are now sitting at 0.21 trillion on our GDP. The growth rate is at 58.6, which is fascinating. That's really, really good. I do need to improve a lot of things like education. Education is an expenditure that we need to do, and I feel like once my PP gets about to a 150 away from 50, so another 100 from now, we're actually going to start focusing on okay, expanding our GDP. Yeah, we're going to be spending money, and we're going to be losing the amount gained per day or per month. At the same time, though, it's going to give us benefits. So funding per capita, it goes up to 100% from 50%, for example, for this one here. The research speed, the construction speed, all of that goes up. And the more we have in terms of research and production, The higher the GDP, the higher the income. So in fact, it's an investment. You give to get. And Mr. Mao is going to introduce that after we get our PP and after we pursue our own goals in the eyes of Tibet. But first, we need to participate in the Geneva Convention, the Sino-Indian Treaty, and then we're going to be here. The big boy, Invade Tibet, is going to be happening. Wilson? Wilson? Wilson! That's a reference if you get it. And now it's time. Small education system, research speed and construction speed. We've now moved up a peg. It's gone from, wow. Wow, that went from 2 billion to 83 million. Oh, sorry, billion. Am I seeing this right? Am I seeing this wrong? Open the financial tab. So, we're gaining 168. We're losing 116. And we only have a monthly balance of plus 52 billion. I say only. But my word, I was not expecting the education to cost that much. God damn it. Why does it cost so much to give people education? Oh, dearie me. But we're 83 expenditure on the... Wait. I'm spending more to educate my people than I am to defend my own country. My military spending's a lot less. We're going to need to up that in the future, but first we need our income to go up. I need industry. We're going to need our industry to go through the roof. Like I said, investment. I just need to convince myself it's an investment and everything will be fine. How are we doing in North Korea? We're holding. It's the most boring conflict in the world because nothing is happening. So now it's time to expand. We got a lot of political power for that last decision with the Sino-China or the Sino-Indian event. What I did with that, I decided to put it into the tank designer, so the Inner Mongolian 1st Machine Bureau, which gives us the armored research speed, armored production cost, and the armor and reliability, which is fantastic. We are going to now do Invade Tibet. The only downside is this is going to result in us getting plus, I think it said +1 political power negative against us. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's just for doing the decision. I'm being stupid. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm being extra stupid. 15 days until space. Let's see if it actually changes and updates the space race. I'll be very, very intrigued to see if it does. Okay. Right, that's interesting. So I've done that transmission, which is obviously the space race stuff. But no space race stuff has happened. Space race leaderboard, countries, click to view. Oh, it's still a work in progress. I see. Okay, never mind then. Fine. That's okay. I don't mind that. In the meantime, I simply don't want to do the space race then. Okay, this is all space stuff. Space stuff. Do I go for it? You know what? No, I'm going to focus on industry again. Can I do anything with industry? Municipal infrastructure, state 4. We're going to go with that. It's 211 days. It's going to take a while, but it's fine. We can do it. Invade Tibet. It's going to take another 6 days. No, that's a lie. 6 days now. There we go. 6 days from now, we're going to go to Tibet, pay them a visit, take them some tea cakes, all that fun stuff. I'm actually going to wait for that to trigger because I feel like this is counting down at a relatively decent speed for once, which is fantastic because normally Hoi 4 doesn't like to move quick. Am I right? But yeah, no, that's going to tick down now. I've been looking around to see what focuses people are doing as well. Like the Soviet Union right now are rebuilding the Ukrainian agriculture. The UK are progressively ending rationing. Good choice, Churchy. Good choice. The French are controlling investments. The Americans are expanding the military. And we are invading Tibet. Tibet came under the rule of the Qing dynasty of China in 1720 after Chinese forces successfully expelled the forces of the Dzungar Khanate. After the Xinhai Revolution in 1911, they became an independent state. At the time, political Tibet obtained de facto independence. Its socio-economic and political systems resembled medieval Europe. Attempts by the 13th Dalai Lama between 1913 and 1933 to enlarge and modernize the Tibetan military had eventually failed, largely due to the opposition from powerful aristocrats and monks. The Tibetan government had little contact with other governments of the world during its periods of de facto independence, with some exceptions, notably India, the United Kingdom, and the United States. This left Tibet diplomatically isolated and cut off to the point where it could not make its positions on issues well known to the international community. We, however, never dropped our claim that Tibet is part of China, and have been negotiating with them for years now, but it might be the time to be more aggressive if we want them to be united. Demand, abandon. No, we're going to demand. Give Tibet now. Become one with me. Is it going to be a success? We'll have to wait and see. It seems that demanding potentially wasn't enough. So what I've gone and done, I've scrolled down to the justification and we're going to go on ahead and actually do the justification for it. I'm sorry, Dalai Lama. Tenzin Gyatso. No hard feelings, bro. Wait. Oh, never mind. They did accept it. I didn't get anything come up now, but they're now one with us. The Tibetan Autonomous Region. And I'm going to cancel my justification since it doesn't make sense to declare war on your own puppet, which is fantastic. Do they get their own focus tree? Appoint the minister. This seems very... Yeah, it seems like a very neutral copy-paste tree for the ones that aren't focused. That's fine. We'll wait for that. Then, in that case, then we've got our puppet, which means this army here, which I believe is this one. You guys don't need to be sat there anymore because they are now our territory. I need to send you to a new border, and I'm going to send you to India. We're going to send you to India. Oh, actually, you know what? Instead of going to that part of India, why don't you come down to this part of India? There we go, because it's a lot flatter. The silent queue. Is this to do with me? I don't think so. This looks like it's a Vietnam thing. Yep, a Vietnam or a Thai thing. So we're not going to read that. The only notable ones I'm going to pay attention to are the ones that raise the world attention through the roof, or the ones that affect us directly. Ah, Wallenberg trials. Yeah, get rid of the fascists. Cool. And yet another focus completed. And this one was a very important one because it removed the banditry thing that was affecting us for so long. But it was getting rid of the KII. The crushing of the Kuomintang Islamic insurgency. After the fall of the army of the Ma clique during the Chinese Civil War, an insurgency was established, but being led by former generals and veterans of Ma Bufang. The foundation of the insurgency was the fall of Ma Bufang during the Ningxia campaign, and soon after, many generals, most of them Muslim, defected to the People's Republic of China as the collapse of the nationalist China was imminent. Most of the former Kuomintang Muslim generals such as Ma Bufang, Ma Hongqi, Ma Dunjing, Bai Chongxi, etc. all fled to Thailand along with the government of the Republic of China, but Ma Bufang's subordinate officers remained behind in the province of Qinghai. Today, the last of the insurgents were crushed in Yiwu, where over 700 insurgents perished in the battle as the flag of the PRC flew over the town of Yiwu. Indeed, and we finally got rid of the banditry thing that was pestering us for so long, which is absolutely fantastic. I can do this, which will give me army experience, give an event, and also give war support, but I do want to hold off for that for the moment. I'm going to come back over here now. We're going to develop the steel industry, which is going to be brilliant because it's going to give us production. And everybody loves production, especially when it's domestic, which means people can give me factories to get my resources, which means I can finally build stuff quicker. Yay! And with that being said, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. So I do hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to, of course, click that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Again, I upload every single day, and there will always be a video for your faces to watch. So again, hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video I do. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-da!